Hi everyone, my name is Ellia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Honestly, I've just been so bored out of my mind lately, so I was like, let me just do some makeup and chit chat with you guys about how I've been doing like at Glam and show you guys how it's done. So if you see me looking down, it's because my mirror is under the camera. But generally, when I am doing my makeup, I start out doing my eyebrows. Right now, I'm just gonna brush them upwards, just to get all the hairs out of the way so that I can align the bottoms of them with concealer. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, I've been sick lately. I don't know if I'd consider it sick to an extent, but I've had issues with my tonsils being infected, my sinuses being infected for almost the past month and a half now. There's days I physically feel horrible, like I'm dying. There's days I feel completely normal. And then I look in the back of my throat and I'm like, oh, she's still hanging around, isn't she? But at the end of the day, I just try to honestly just get what I can get done the days that I am feeling good, like today, because ain't nobody want to be lazy, ain't nobody want to be a bum. Well, I definitely am a lazy bum, but y'all get the point. So I'm taking this concealer from Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define concealer. I got it in a shade much brighter than my actual face to get the most brightening effect in the places that I need it. I'm just continuing to use this brush and blend this concealer downwards on my eyelid, and then it will also substitute as an eyeshadow base when I get to that. Alright, so when I go to use my eyebrows, I'm using this small little brush and this Morphe pomade on my eyebrows. I generally like to start by just underlining where I want the brow to be. I just do really short, gentle strokes. So I generally like to just first start by underlining the outer part of my eyebrow and where I want it to be. And then as I do that, I start to line the outer part of the top of it. I'm not all that precise because I go back in with concealer afterwards to reshape it, but I make sure to be careful when I'm going towards the inner part of my eyebrow not to do it too dark or too thick so that it looks more natural. Anyways, if you guys are in school, I want to know, how's it going for you guys? Because I haven't been to physical school for a hot minute now. Because I've been sick and whatnot. Also just the fact that I'm giving up. I think we all are. It's almost summer break if you're not already on summer break. So it's summertime. Alright, so once I'm done with my eyebrows, I normally go in and I start doing my base makeup. Normally I go in with 2 rounds of concealer. Normally I do like a good amount of it underneath to really conceal, and then more afterwards to brighten. Alright, so I'm just gonna take some of that same concealer, but I'm really just gonna dot it under the eyes and in places that I like to conceal, places that I might have some acne scarring or blemishes that I did not want to peek through my foundation. Alright, so once I apply that, I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques makeup sponge and I'm just going to start blending that out. And I want to be kind of quick with it because this does kind of dry up pretty fast. But at the same time, that's not an issue for me because then it really just stays in place and covers the blemish rather than blending out all over the place. Alright, so after I do that, I'm going to go in with this Morphe foundation. I'm just going to put a good amount of that on my hand. And I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of this concealer just because it's a little bit darker than my skin tone. So just to make sure that I get the best match possible, I like to just take this and just get them blended together on my hand. Then I just start by honestly tapping that in my skin everywhere, making sure that I get everything nice and covered up. I like to go in with a fairly light coat of it just so that things don't look too cakey. And I also went in with concealer, so I really don't need as much coverage as I would otherwise. And then I just take any excess and just put that on my eyelids. So now I highlight and conceal my face with creams. I like going in with creams as much as I can, because when I do that, I'm able to again make it look more skin-like, which is a look that I really like. I like to be a little more careful when I'm doing contour, because I will also be going in with powder on top, and I don't want it to look too intense, so you can always build up. I like to just start out a bit small with it and just see where things go. A lot of these products are new. I went makeup shopping the other day. I didn't really get much because I'm kind of balling on a budget low-key, so I'm not trying to blow all my money on makeup. But I'm going in with this Makeup Revolution Hydrating Fix Spray. I'm using that to put more moisture into the contour and concealer so that it blends out. I'll be like me next. I don't want to be here. Like, can someone throw a f***ing table at me? Alright guys, so now I'm going to get nice and snatch the house, and I'm going to start by going in with this lighter color that's almost similar to my skin tone, but it shows up darker on the face. I think this is a good technique to make the contour look more seamless, is by putting a lighter color on a broader area and then darkening it as you go in towards where you're trying to contour. Start by really just tapping it on rather than, you know, wiping it in, just because a little can go a long way sometimes. And sometimes I can take it too far too fast.
In more ways than one.
So I'm gonna do the same process with my nose contour, but with a smaller brush, obviously, where I start with a lighter shade and just kind of see where that takes me. And then if I feel the need, go with a darker shade. I don't really hate the shape of my nose, so I don't feel like I need any type of intense contour. I didn't really set my nose too much, so it looks like it's sticking on pretty well, so I think that this will be just fine. All right, and then after that, I actually like to go in and start baking my face, just so that can sit on while I'm doing my eye makeup. Sorry, voices ghost in my room or something. And then I like to just spray this so the powder really sticks on and I'm really able to press it down into my skin. And I was already using this palette for a mirror, but for my eyeshadow, I'm gonna be using this Mini Soft Glam palette by Anastasia. I like to honestly just start with a lighter shade. I'm gonna start with the shade Orange Soda. I'm gonna just get any excess off. My eyelids are already primed and ready for this because of the concealer and foundation and setting powder that I put on it, so I'll get a nice application of this. This is my more go-to eyeshadow look on a day-to-day basis. Alright, so starting in September, I'll be starting the schooling process of getting my cosmetology license, which is something that I'm really excited for, to be able to actually be getting an education on something that is meaningful to me and actually like is exciting and will like affect my future plans, and it'll just really be the next step to being the successful woman that I was very much going to be. I like to take some of this and connect it to my nose contour, just again with the idea of trying to make things look more seamless and just like they go together. And then just to make this quick, I go in with the shade Dreamer with my finger, and I just take that and start to do kind of like a half cut crease with it. I like using my finger because it makes application faster and it just makes the shadow go on nice and pigmented. And then I'm just gonna take some of the black and the dark maroon shade and put that under my lash line. And then I take my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara and I start by coating the back of my lashes, which is really important. Something I feel like a lot of people forget is coating the back of your lashes. So I lost a lash, so I guess we're just doing mascara today. So I'm going to go ahead and take the bake off of my face. I like to really just use a sponge, and rather than wiping it away, patting it in place just to make sure that it has the maximum effect. Alright, so now I'm going to do the last and final step, which happens to just be my lips. Alright everyone, so this is the completed makeup look. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you're new, don't forget to go down below, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I love talking to you guys, so don't forget to go down below, a comment, just say whatever, thoughts, opinions, feelings, up to you. I will be sure to reply to as many of them as possible, and my other social medias will be linked down in the description. I hope you all are staying safe and healthy and happy out there. I'll see you next time.